Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today is a really heavy day for us, General Hospital fans, and I just need to sit down, grab a cup of coffee, and talk this out with all of you. I am typing this up late at night, and my mind is just racing. I am literally shaking. I cannot even process what my eyes just witnessed on my screen. I cannot believe they actually pulled the trigger. I have been watching General Hospital since 2015. I have seen shootouts, explosions, fake deaths, real deaths, and people coming back from the dead with different faces. But this, I am sick to my stomach. I am furious. I am crying. I just need to vent because I feel like the writers just reached into my chest and ripped my heart out. I mean, I can't believe they killed her. I knew somebody was going to get caught in the crossfire eventually because Ross Cullum is a literal psychopath. But her, right when she was finally getting her life together, right when she was finally getting out of Port Charles to do something good, it is so cruel. It is just so fundamentally cruel, and I am sitting here staring at a blank wall trying to figure out why they would write this. Wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me take a breath. Let me actually back up and talk about the episode. But seriously, am I the only one who feels completely blindsided by this? Because they set this up like a happy exit. Kristina got into medical school. We all knew she was leaving the show. The actress is moving on. The character is moving on. It was supposed to be this beautiful, triumphant farewell. We were all ready to wave goodbye and wish her the best. So there we are at Bobby's diner. The vibes are immaculate. It's a celebration party for her acceptance into med school. Kristina is absolutely glowing. Molly is there. Alexis is there. Sonny is there, being the proud, beaming father. They're all laughing and eating, and it feels so warm and genuinely happy. And honestly, maybe that should have been my first red flag. Because whenever a family is that happy on General Hospital, tragedy is literally waiting right outside the door. And then the hug. Oh my God, the hug. Kristina goes to hug Sonny goodbye. It's this beautiful, tender father-daughter moment. She's smiling, he's smiling, they are holding each other. And then the glass shatters. The sound mixing on that gunshot was so loud it made me jump off my couch. The sniper bullet. The bullet that Ross Cullum ordered to send a message. But it didn't hit Sonny. It missed him, and it hit Kristina right in the chest. I screamed. I literally screamed at my TV. She just collapsed. The way the director filmed it, in that horrific slow motion with the blood blooming on her shirt while she was still in her father's arms, in Sonny's face, Maurice Bernard deserves every single Emmy for that split second of confusion turning into absolute soul-crushing horror. He caught her as she fell, and they just crumbled to the floor of the diner together. Let's talk about the absolute sheer cruelty of this writing for a second. Kristina Corinthos Davis has been through so much garbage over the years. Remember the Dawn of Day cult? Remember Shiloh? Remember all the surrogate drama with Molly and TJ? She has been dragged through the mud, traumatized, manipulated, and she finally found her path. She was going to be a doctor. She was going to save lives and make her family proud. And they just snuffed her out. For what shock value? To push Sonny over the edge again. I am so sick of the women and children in Sonny's life paying the ultimate price for his lifestyle. I know some people are loving this dark, gritty turn for the mob storyline, but personally, I am exhausted by it. How many children does this man have to lose? How many innocent people have to take a bullet that was meant for him? Which brings me to Alexis, Nancy Lee Grahn. Give her the Emmy right now. Give her all the awards. The visceral, guttural scream she let out when she realized her daughter was bleeding out on the floor. I had to mute my TV because it felt too real. It felt like I was intruding on an actual mother's worst nightmare. She dropped to her knees. Is her hands completely covered in Kristina's blood, just begging her to hold on, begging her not to close her eyes, and Kristina dying in their arms. I can't even type this without tearing up. She couldn't even speak. She just looked at them, looked at Alexis, looked at Sonny, and the light just faded from her eyes. Right there on the floor of Bobby's. A place that is supposed to be a safe haven. A place named after a legendary nurse and caregiver. Now permanently stained with the blood of Sonny and Alexis's daughter. It is poetic in the sickest, most twisted way possible. But you know what happens next. Alexis completely lost it and she went straight for Sonny. And honestly, I'm sorry, but she is not wrong. She screamed that his mob lifestyle killed their daughter. She blamed him right to his face, and I am sitting there nodding at my screen because yes, it did. The sniper was aiming for Sonny. Ross Cullum wanted to send a violent message to Sonny. And Kristina is dead because she happened to be hugging her father at the exact wrong second. Remember when Morgan died? Remember the car bomb? We have been here before. We have literally watched this exact cycle of grief play out. Sonny's enemies always miss him and hit his kids. Lily died in a car bomb meant for him. Michael was shot in the head as a child because of him. Morgan was blown up. It is a recurring nightmare. And Alexis finally saying it out loud, with her hands literally dripping with her dead daughter's blood, was the most powerful scene I've watched in years. She is completely shattered. Her sobriety is definitely going to be tested after this, and I am terrified for her. How does a mother survive watching her child get gunned down in front of her? Alexis has always warned Kristina about getting too close to Sonny's world, and this is the ultimate. Horrific validation of all her worst fears. And Sonny. Oh, Sonny. The grief in his eyes instantly turned into something else. You could see it happen in real time. It turned into pure, unadulterated murder. You could see the exact moment his soul just shut off and the mob boss took over. He didn't even argue with Alexis. He couldn't. He just looked at his dead daughter, stood up, and, he is going to level Port Charles. He is going to burn the entire city to the ground to find the man who did this. And honestly, I want him to. I am usually the one complaining about Sonny's mob violence taking over the show. But right now, I want him to find Ross Cullum, and I want him to make it hurt. Ross Cullum has been an absolute menace for months. He's been hunting Rocco, he's been causing chaos. He wrongly suspected Danny, but ordering a sniper hit in a crowded diner. Cullum has no idea what kind of demon he just woke up. Sonny is gonna go on a bloodthirsty rampage. Wait, let's talk about Molly and Sam for a second, because my heart is breaking for them too. The Davis girls. They are left with this unhealable grief. Molly was just talking to Kristina earlier. Kristina literally just warned Molly about some bad idea, and that was their last conversation. Molly has been so wrapped up in her own drama lately, and now her sister is just gone. The guilt is going to eat her alive. And Sam is going to lose her mind. She is the fiercely protective older sister, and she wasn't there to stop it. The dynamic of the Davis girls is forever broken. There used to be 3 of them. This incredible trio of strong, complicated, messy women. And now there's just a gaping hole where Kristina used to be. How do they even recover from this? How does the show move forward with the Davis family so fundamentally shattered? I just keep thinking about the ripple effects this is going to have across the entire canvas. Think about Dante. Dante's going to have to investigate his own sister's murder. He's already dealing with the nightmare of Rocco being on the run with Britt. And now he gets the call that his little sister was assassinated at a diner. The PCPD is going to be an absolute mess. And what about Jens Sidwell? Is he involved with Cullum's hit? We know Sidwell and Cullum are tied up in all this underworld garbage. If Sidwell is connected to this sniper in any way, Sonny will take him out too. Sonny's not going to wait for the cops. He's not going to wait for Dante or Joe Fitzpatrick to build a case. He's going to declare martial law on the Port Charles underworld. I know I'm rambling, but I am just so full of emotions right now. I am so angry at the writers for killing off a legacy character just for man pain. I hate that Kristina had to die just to give Sonny another revenge storyline. But I am also completely hooked because the acting was top tier. It's that classic soap opera paradox. You absolutely hate what's happening to the characters you love, but you cannot look away for a single second. I am dreading the funeral episodes. I already know I am going to cry my eyes out. Seeing everyone dressed in black, seeing Alexis try to hold it together, seeing Sonny standing at another child's grave, it's going to be brutal. And you just know Sonny is going to use that funeral as a staging ground to launch his war. So what's coming next? Cullum is a dead man walking. There is absolutely no way he survives the month. Sonny's going to find out Cullum ordered the hit, and it's going to be a bloodbath. But even when Cullum is dead, it won't bring Kristina back. It won't fix Alexis's broken heart. It won't make Molly and Sam feel whole again. The damage is permanent. I just needed to get this out of my system. If you guys are feeling as devastated and conflicted as I am, please sound off. Am I crazy for being this mad at Sonny, even though he wasn't the one who pulled the trigger? Am I right for wanting Cullum to suffer the worst fate possible? I don't even know anymore. I'm gonna go try and sleep, but every time I close my eyes, I just see that slow motion fall and the blood on Alexis's hands. Rest in peace, Kristina Corinthos Davis. You deserve so much better than this.